Vyasa shared his vast knowledge in two versions, one detailed and one shorter. Scholars value both versions and strive to learn them. Some begin reading the Bharata with the opening mantra, others start with the story of Astika, some with Uprichara, while some Brahmanas study the entire text from start to finish. Scholars show their understanding in different ways. Some skillfully explain it, while others memorize its contents completely. Vyasa, the son of Satyavati, used deep penance and meditation to study the eternal Veda and create this sacred history. After completing this great work, Vyasa, the wise son of Parashar and a revered Brahmarshi, thought carefully about how to teach it to his disciples. How can this be made popular among the people? Lord Brahma, the creator of everything, understood Vyasa's worries and personally came to meet him to reassure the saint and help the people. Vyasa was surprised to see Lord Brahma. He joined his hands and bowed down. Then he became alert, and along with all the sages and saints, he arranged a special seat for Lord Brahma. When Lord Brahma sat on that seat, Vyasa walked in circles around him and stood humbly near Lord Brahma's seat. By the order of the Supreme Lord Brahma, he sat near his seat. At that time, Vyasa's heart was brimming with joy, and a soft, sacred smile was waving on his face. Vyasa requested to Lord Brahma and said, "Lord, I have composed an epic that is highly revered by the entire world. Lord Brahma, in this epic, I have included the deepest secrets of the Vedas and the essence of all other scriptures. It not only covers the Vedas but also their sections and the Upanishads in detail. History and the Puranas have been explored thoroughly, revealing their full depth. The past, present, and future have also been explained here. This book examines the truth and illusions about aging, death, fear, disease, and material things. It describes the characteristics of different religions and stages of life according to one's role and responsibilities. It also outlines the duties of the four Varans, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and provides the essence of the Puranas. The book explains the nature, rituals, and results of penance and celibacy. It describes the earth, moon, sun, planets, constellations, stars, and the four ages, Satya, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga, along with their significance. The spiritual meanings of the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, and Samaveda are explained in detail, along with justice, education, medicine, charity, and the greatness of the inner self known as Pashupta. It answers why beings are born in different forms like gods, humans, and others. Sacred places of pilgrimage, countries, rivers, mountains, forests, and oceans are also described. The book includes knowledge on building divine cities and forts, the art of war, and the characteristics of various languages and communities. Everything necessary for good conduct and public welfare has been included, yet I worry because no one on earth can write it down. Lord Brahma said, "Vyasa, Because of your extraordinary penance and your deep knowledge of the world, living beings, and the essence of God, I consider you the greatest among all the sages in the world. I know that your words, inspired by divine truth, have always been honest, and you have called your creation a poem. So that shall be, from now on, it will be known as a poem. And no poet in the world will be able to create anything greater than this. Just like Brahmacharya, Vanprastha, and Sannyas, the three ashrams cannot surpass Grihasthashram due to its unique qualities, your poem will remain unparalleled. To have your poem written down, you should call upon Lord Ganesha for help. After Lord Brahma finished speaking to Vyasa, he returned to his own abode, Brahmalok. Vyasa then began thinking of Lord Ganesha. As soon as Vyasa thought of him, Ganesha, the remover of obstacles and fulfiller of his devotees' wishes, appeared before him. Vyasa welcomed him warmly, and after Lord Ganesha took his seat, Vyasa said to him, Gananayak, please be the writer for the Bharata, which I have seen with my divine vision and am about to recite. Hearing this, Lord Ganesh said, Vyasji, I have one condition. If I do not stop writing, even for a moment while writing, I can become the author of this book. Vyasa also told Lord Ganesha, okay, but I also have a condition. Do not write even a single word in any context without understanding its meaning. Lord Ganesha accepted it by saying Om and became a writer of this Mahabharata. Then Vyasa, out of curiosity, started making notes in the book. He used to recite such verses whose meaning would appear to be different from the outside but would be something else inside. In this regard, Vyasa said with a firm resolve, there are 8,800 verses in this book whose meaning I fully understand, and so does Shukdev. However, I am not sure if Sanjay understands them or not. Because of their hidden meanings, no one has been able to fully understand those complex and tightly knit verses to this day. Even Lord Ganesha, who knows everything, used to stop for a moment while thinking about those verses. During that time, Vyasa used to compose many more verses. This is how Sage Vyasa is able to fulfill Lord Ganesha's condition. The wisdom of this work is like an ointment that opens the eyes of the curious world, blinded by the darkness of ignorance. Just as the sun dispels darkness, the Mahabharata dispels human ignorance through its discussions on religion, profit, pleasure, and ultimate release. When Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vidura grew old and passed away, Maharishi Vyasa started to give the sermon on Mahabharata. When Maharaja Janmejaya and thousands of Brahmins asked questions, Vyasa ordered his disciple Vaisampayana, who was sitting nearby, to recite the Mahabharata to these people. Vaisampayana sat with sacrificial members, so whenever sacrificial ritual was held for a break, Maharaja and priests requested Vaisampayana to recite the Mahabharata to them.